and welcome to another Here at Home interview series here for the Independent 88.5 FM, which you can stream 24/7 at 885fm.org. My name is Byron Gonzalez. I am the host of Bilingual Sounds here every Wednesday at 9 p.m. And I am joined by José González, who is an Argentinian and Swedish singer-songwriter. José, how are you doing today? And where are you?
Muy bien, muy bien. I'm good. I'm at home in Sweden, Gothenburg.
Yeah, I love that you have a lot of plants.
Yeah, I had to fix my background. We just moved apartments, and this is a corner where I just put all the plants, so it looks good.
And I think it helps you. I feel like it would help you write music too. The calming of the plants, the taking care of the plants is kind of like the same with your music. It's calming, and it's something you take care of.
Yeah, definitely. The album I was writing in our summer house. It's close to nature and with the birds and the trees and and everything.
Yeah, that's one thing I hear about your new album, which is Local Valley, which is set to release in September. I do want to know a little bit about behind the album, like where do you want the audience to go with this collection of songs?
Yeah, I mean, I'm open for to let people just take the sounds and enjoy them and not necessarily go anywhere. I'm okay with that. But of course, I have bigger ambitions. If anyone wants to take a trip, it's from dogmatism to reason. That's one of the objectives.
Okay. Well, I put on this background because when I listen to your album, that's where I go.
That's great. The Aurora Borealis.
Exactly.
You can find them in the north of Sweden.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like you kind of encompass like this calmness and this beauty in music, you know.
Thanks. Well, so I feel like I have different songs, and so with an album, maybe I want something, but with particular songs, sometimes I just want people to relax and have a calm 3 minutes.
Yeah, and well, almost an hour for a full album.
yeah, exactly.
Right now, though, I do want to know a little bit of what is José González entirely. These are hard questions. I hope you're ready for some hard questions, sure. Hard interviews.
Okay. Cool.
First of all, what did you have for breakfast?
Today, I only had coffee.
Is that your normal routine, or is it just because it's a busy day?
No, it's my normal. I'm inspired by David Sinclair, who studies longevity. So it's all about not portioning out your calories, so you don't eat calories throughout the whole day. You skip a meal or two.
Oh, nice. Maybe I should start doing that. Sometimes I make myself too big of a breakfast. And now, like much later in the day or in general, what is kind of like your favorite food?
Oh, yeah. I mean, so it's kind of funny nowadays because we make food at home, but I like chili, but my daughter doesn't. So and also with this idea of not eating too much, I tend to cook food to my partner and to my daughter, and whatever they leave, I just put chili, pepper, salt, maybe mayonnaise.
So you watch them eat first, you wait for them to finish, and like, all right, I'll just have the scraps.
Yeah, no, but I love Thai food, Mexican food. I have Italian blood in me. So it's Spanish Italians that went to Argentina. So anything that's Italian, I love doing pasta.
Me encanta la pasta.
Yeah. But yeah, I lean towards fish and vegan, so that's what I'm aiming at. But I love cheese, so I'm really looking forward to the day when I can eat amazing
It's really hard. It's really hard.
That's the Achilles heel right now. I think.
When you get yourself a pair of nachos, that's like over.
Yeah, yeah.
What was an album when you were growing up as a kid, or when you first started listening to music? What was like an album that you could not stop listening to?
Yeah, I mean, I have a couple. I think one of the fun ones which was actually the first one that I bought. I bought it together with my brother. It was Break Machine, and it was this basically a pop band that was making breakdance music, and on the album, on the backside, they were doing many of the breakdance moves that you could try to do, the spider, the windmill.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, so I was maybe 6 or something like that, and yeah, and we actually we listened to that album and went to kindergarten to have our own like breakdance show.
Can you still breakdance today?
Oh no, I mean we couldn't breakdance then, and I can't now either. But we tried, and we pretended, and actually living in a suburb to Gothenburg, we were next door to the Swedish masters of breakdance. So the older kids were really good at it.
You kind of inspired that. In another life, you would have been a breakdancer, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
That's great. What was one of the first concerts you ever went to?
Yeah, that's another fun one. Me and my best friend Elias, who played drums in Junip, we went to see the Wailers. It was, of course, without Bob Marley, but the Wailers came to our town, and we were huge Bob Marley fans, so we went. We couldn't go alone, so it was with Elias' mom, and yeah, we watched the whole show and then stood in line to get their autographs.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that was a good big moment for us.
Did that show kind of make you realize I want to perform?
Yeah, I mean, as a teenager or preteen, I of course wanted to live from whatever was my interest at the moment. So one time there were times when I wanted to be a pro skater, and other times when I want to be a pro basketball player, and of course with music it was the same. But yeah, later I went to university to study biochemistry, and I left music to the side. I felt that I was okay with having that as a hobby.
Wow, you biochemistry. Hobby. You have that background behind you, and now you're making music.
Yeah, I took my master's, studied viruses for almost 2 years, but then I released my album and left everything behind.
Wow, it's just life. Just life throws curveball at you, and you go with it. Wow.
Yeah,
well,
yeah, make the best out of it. Yeah, me too.
You should make. I don't know if you've ever made a song about chemistry.
No.
That would be cool. I think so. I kind of like science, so it would be awesome.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think people understand that I'm very pro science. I'm pro reason, and so I'm doing that in my way, basically trying to make poetry out of the all the knowledge that is coming out, all the cumulative knowledge that is coming out of the scientific endeavor.
Oh, interesting. Gotta look for the science in your music.
Yeah.
What was it like? One of the first jobs you ever got before you started doing music?
Well, apart from selling stickers and these types of jobs, it was handing out magazines with the advertisement.
Oh, interesting.
So waking up maybe 4 in the morning and then just running up and down the apartment buildings and putting.
Oh, interesting. I used to do that too for shows.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I was really happy to leave that job.
Of course. It's so groovy.
There was one time when I felt like nobody really wants this or needs it. So I just put the whole a bunch of magazines in in the bin, but then I got caught, so I actually lost my job.
And that was a blessing in disguise right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to make me take photos of the people with the flyers so I couldn't get out.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
They figured it out.
Yeah.
Next question. I think I would like to know, do you believe in ghosts?
No. So I'm interested in that so many cultures have the concept of a ghost. I think in terms of our brains and how our brains are able to see people or hear people even though they're not there. So sometimes hallucinations, but sometimes also just the fact that if you live with a person for decades and they die, you have very strong memories of them, and that can not only be they can come back not only in during dreams, but also during the day when you're awake, and so that's maybe one of the many ways to think about ghosts. Another one is also our hyper alertness to any possible predator, and it's we have this bias to it's better to think that there is a tiger in the bush like 100 times too many than to the time when the tiger is there you get eaten. So it's better to as one of our features as human apes is that we tend to see threats where there are none, and maybe including also ghosts, like if you hear the rumbling in the trees or some sound in your house, it's better to figure out if there's an imposter than to just like, oh, it's probably just the trees, and then fall asleep and then you're dead.
Oh, that's interesting. I never thought about it that way. And that first point you made, that you live with someone for a long time. I mean, it could be even shown in like little instances, like when you don't have your cell phone on you and you feel it vibrate in your pants for some reason, you don't have it. So I think there's also a connection there.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good example.
That's pretty cool. Last question. I want to know what you love most or what you find most interesting that probably nobody knows about either your home city or the place you were born, the city you were born in.
Yeah, it's the same city, Gothenburg.
Oh, okay.
but yeah, I mean, I've been highlighting the botanical garden quite a lot recently, and I think I can continue. There's so in Gothenburg, there's a pretty big park where they nowadays have a festival once a year, and then on the other side of the road, there's this botanical garden, which is amazing on its own. But then you have a natural reserve, so it's a decently big forest, and that's definitely one of my favorite places to walk around or to run. Yeah, that's definitely one of my top moments in life, to just like, especially in summer when it's so bright so early, if everyone's asleep, I just head out running and maybe 4 or 5 in the morning and see the sun come up.
That's beautiful.
Unbeatable. That's unbeatable.
So you must have really enjoyed making that music video of the live performance for National Geographic, which was really cool, of you just playing in the forest.
Yeah. I mean, they asked us to go to our favorite place and play, and I mentioned this place. It's called Änggårdsbergen, but the director was like, "No, I know a better place." So we went to down south instead, to a very beautiful place, but it wasn't like my place. But yeah, I really enjoyed it over there with the crooked trees close to the ocean.
It was really pretty, and I think your music was like the best fit for it. And I'm sure you got some animals like, oh, this
singing
is really
along.
Cool. Yeah, exactly. They're like, I like this guy.
Yeah. It was nice.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I can't wait for more stuff from you. I'm really happy that your new album, Local Valleys, is almost getting ready to be released. We got one more month. And
Yeah.
thank you for your time. Thank you for taking the opportunity to talk with me. It was such a great pleasure
It was
to
fun.
talk with
It
you.
was fun. Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you.
Looking forward to next time.
Yeah. What else is left in your day for today? Are you done?
I'm done for today. So now, let's. I'm just gonna, I don't know, maybe watch a TED Talk.
There you go. Always expanding your mind. That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, José,
Oh.
fue un gusto. Muchas gracias. Thank
Mucho
you so
gusto.
much.
Hasta la próxima.
Hasta
Chao.
la próxima. Ciao.
88.5 FM, KCSN, and KCSN HD1 Northridge, Los Angeles. KSBR and KSBR HD1 Mission Viejo. A service of California State University Northridge and Saddleback College. Member-supported public radio. Streaming on the web at 885fm.org.